Thank goodness, because I don't think I could wait years for the ending. Good morrow, good people. Today, we're talking about a sequel that has taken the nation by web. Buttsilk. Stormy Buttsilk. Surprise. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is the sequel to be reckoned with. It is known by many that sequels are lesser than compared to the originals and sometimes altogether skippable depending on the franchise. The task gets even harder when your first stab at it was a banger beyond all reason. So good, they could roll up on Disney on their pay me more money tip. Again. They wouldn't get it, but I could understand the cojones to do so. I did see Transformers recently. Don't worry, that review's coming soon. So with the understanding that good sequels are hard to come by, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was a gold-throated 100, I went into the theater for this movie wary. A bit nervous. I trusted them to make a good movie, but I thought it would be a letdown compared to the OG. Nah. They throw those thoughts right out the window. That's not to worry about, yo. Don't know where that accent came from. The same level of detail, the same level of top tier storytelling, the same level of love and understanding for the spider people and how to portray them and the world they interact with was laid over this movie and then amplified. Not in a way that made it feel like it was too much or suffocating, more along the lines of how are you nailing every single part again. The beauty of this movie was that we got to experience different universes fully, not a quick little flip through as a new spider person was introed. We got to experience how lost and disjointed it was for everyone who was thrusted into Earth 1610, our Miles' universe in the first movie. As we travel around with Miles to these different places we've never seen, meeting spider people we didn't even know existed, like an insane amount of spider people. Like how long did it take to draw the chase scene? Because goodness. All the while feeling like you're missing out on this big secret that's apparently obvious because everyone else seems to be in on it. And we get the chance as the audience to feel all of that with Miles, to feel lost with him, to feel hurt with him, because we start the whole story with Gwen in her universe. Gwen met everyone first, joined the little task force first, knew the big secret first, and lied to Miles first. Part of this movie was just the two of them running side by side with Gwen like half a step in front of Miles the whole time. And that's just great storytelling. Only a part of the story was dedicated to the gut-wrenching secrets and the longing between those two. They had time enough to flesh that out and still give us a boss of a villain. His glow up, darkening, blackening was immaculate. I have never had chills like that when he went beast mode on Miles and looked him in his eyes. I mean, well, we assume he looked him in his eyes. His face is a pit. A void, if you will, and said, hey, everything that's getting ready to happen is your fault. I'm gonna gank your dad in front of you because you said I was barely a villain of the week. I'm gonna body your girlfriend and your mom because you said I was barely a villain of the week. I am going to destroy the world around you while all you do is watch and cry because it's all I will allow you to do. And then you get to die knowing it was all on you. Because you underestimated me. See ya, gold. It was gold. The only thing... Why is his name Spot? Like, that's a name for a beagle or the little Target dog. I don't know if he gets another name, but no, I'm not gonna go around calling him Spot. You don't get to go around spreading fear like that and then turn around and say, tell him Spot da-da-da. Hell, no, do better. Oh, and don't worry. We're not going to close this out without talking about Hobie. I was going to say Miguel, didn't you? I'm going to hold off on talking about Miguel until the next movie comes out. I feel like he's still brewing, you know? I think we got a real taste of him towards the end when Miles escaped because it looked like he was about to destroy him in front of everybody and didn't care. And the way they animated his face in that moment, the top-down shot with the light hitting his face and casting those harsh shadows all across his face, he looked deranged and I'm there for it. It was perfect. So we'll talk about Miguel when the next movie comes out. I feel like there's going to be more content there. So we'll say this. I'll see you in the next movie, Oscar Isaacs. Or, well, I guess I'll hear him. But either way works. Either way. But nah, this is about Hobie, MVP of the mother flippin' movie. From the moment he started talking to Miles to the very last second he showed up joining Gwen's squad, he's had an insane presence. Aside from the fact that his character is visibly drenched in the "if Green Day did cut up magazines" aesthetic, he cemented himself in my heart. And I think the heart's many when he told Miles to use his palms and not just the tips of his fingers. Because we all know how relevant that was later in the movie. He was just like, and I tell you, use your hands, boy, so use your hands. I love Hobie. He warned Miles not to sign up for something until he knew what he was fighting for. He made it clear he was only there to look out for his drummer and now Miles. He knew from the beginning that this was gonna blow. He started walking around picking up stuff as as they went to go meet Miguel, because he's like, any minute now, this lid, this roof, it's gone. He just wanted to make sure his drummer was taken care of. He told everybody deuces, Miles, you're a real one, and he left. And then, of course, it all went downhill for Miles from there. Pause. Can we talk about him delivering the package, the watch, to Gwen's father for a second? Like, put yourself in his shoes. What was his name? Hank? He looked like a Hank. I'm gonna go with Hank. Your daughter is gone. Jumped through a portal with other spider people. The last time you saw her, you pulled a gun on her and tried to arrest her. Real father of the year material right there, Hank. Good on ya. And since that moment, you've just been sitting in your apartment hoping that your daughter comes home. Lo and behold, the portal does open up into your living room, but instead of your daughter, you get a 2D spider punkling made out of magazine cutouts that are constantly shifting. Hands you a box and then says, hey yo, Gwen's gonna need that when she gets back. Tell her to holler at me when she's ready. She'll know what that means, and then jumps back in the portal. I genuinely believe that Hank was just standing in that spot, holding the box, just rooted for like an hour. Beautiful. They didn't need to show it because they spent so much time building up the strength behind Hobie's character that you could just see it without it being there. It wrote itself. So back to this being a banger, a step up from the original. How do you end something that's been so good? By doing something in these last 10 minutes that's going to blow away the past 2 hours of movie magic that you created. It would just disintegrate, decimate the path that you laid. Let Miles finally tell his mother that he's Spider-Man after we've watched him struggle the entire movie with wanting to tell them, only for his mom to go, who now? And then immediately have him glitch and him realize he's not home. He's on Earth 42, where the spider that bit him came from. There's no rest for the wicked, because the moment that dawns on him, Uncle Aaron comes into the apartment. And you're just in the day like, what's happening? What now? Like, what? How long have I been sitting in this seat? This does not feel like an end. I'm still sitting here trying to figure out, how is this ending? How are we continuing to build and build? Where is the crescent? Where is the end? Like, how are you going to keep topping this? Because they do, right? They recreate the scene from the first Spider-Man movie where Miles caught Peter B. Parker and rope tied him to a boxing bag. Only this time it's Uncle Aaron catching the alternate Miles. You have Miles try to appeal to who he believes is the Prowler's better nature, only for the Prowler to step out of the shadows, take off his mask, and have the same face as Miles. They are looking each other eye to eye, soul to soul, trying to tell him, you gotta let me go so I can save our dad. And Earth 42's Miles is like, your dad, mine's is dead. Why would I let you go? Music is on 10. The weight of the entire movie is sitting on your shoulders, and they still end it harder than ever. Our Miles, Earth 1610, the best Earth, apparently, in this particular story, starts to break his suit so that he can touch the metal and the chains with his finger and send an electric current through it, and then it shifts to his face with a little smile, the Spider-Man Miles from Earth 1610 smile, as it's promising a fight. I don't know what's about to happen, but I refuse to go down without trying to whoop your. I gotta get home and stop this void of a face of a man from trying to kill my dad. I don't have time to sit here and try to figure out what went wrong with you, even though we all know what went wrong. His spider went to another universe. And, well, yeah. It's promising there's going to be a fight, only for it to cut to Gwen looking at us talking about some, you want to join? Like, y'all ain't real, but yes. Dang it, if I could make the character, if I could do the things, yes, I would be right there with you. Gosh, I would be a shield. You want a shield? I could be a shield. Dang, man, like, what the freak? It was so good. So good. The only gripe that I have / had about this movie was on the first time that I watched it, when I came to the realization that they were going to end this on a cliffhanger. I was like, nah, you can't do all this right here, right? You can't do all this and then tell me to come back in a year or 3 years and to finish the story. Finish it now. I will sit in this seat for another 2 hours if I have to. I did it with Justice League. I sure as heck can do it with Spider-Man. Keep rolling. Of course, they did not keep rolling. It did go off. But that feeling of sourness only lasted for like 5 minutes before I was climbing up the walls because the movie was so good. I can't wait for the finale. Third movie is supposed to be its end, and I already know it's going to be a banger. The people writing this story and drawing it are Spider-Man fans. They just get it. They understand how to animate the fight scenes. They understand how to shift the subtlety of the different universes surrounding the characters each time we move, except for Gwen's. Gwen's was very vibrant and loud. It was a water painting mural that shifted every time her mood did. It was a bit trippy, but I liked it, I think. And I feel like there's a reason for that. I think Gwen's dying in the next movie. I don't know. I feel it. But anyway, these people understand the essence of Spider-Man, his fight, his determination, and they've made it a point to be able to show us that. This movie, solid 100. Earning it the Gold-Throated Award of 2023 for the moment. Also, that's a working title. It may change for that award. I'm not sure. I kind of like the way it sounds. What do you think? But it was such a great experience. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, though. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. Like, share, subscribe, do all the things. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao. You don't get to go around... God damn it. Stop laughing, girl. Either way works, though. Either way.